feel like we should use it because MCA died. I don't know.
Yes.
I can't do it, sorry. I'm not going to try. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it feels weird, this mic. I don't know.
It's because there's no stand, so it may be hard for
Hello.
I wonder, do you think we need it?
That's how MCA did it.
Unless someone's a particularly quiet talker.
I don't think any of us are quiet talkers.
I might be the quietest, but yeah. So anyway, so yeah, we won't really do introductions or anything. We'll just sort of like grab a name, and then when you're done, grab the next name, and then we'll just kind of go from there. So it goes, the bathroom is behind the door with the cat over there, and help yourself to some drinks and have fun. Yeah. The first reader is Peter.
Okay. I don't know.
None of mine.
Nah.
But turn it off, this isn't too big. So this is actually working.
Done. Okay. So, yeah, I guess first reader. Thank you, Jeff, for having us and for the delicious refreshments. They're very nice and Cinco de Mayo appropriate. So I guess I'm just going to read a few poems. I'm going to start with one called Theodolite, which is sort of loosely about, I grew up in rural Minnesota, and my dad was recently doing a bonfire in our alfalfa field, and he did it when it was dry, and he almost burned the house down. But he didn't, so it's totally cool. But it was just sort of a weird piece of Sunday news to get when I called for my weekly check-in. So, Theodolite. If a falcon thrashed through the film frame away from the fire, in the field where father, light-hearted, lit a bit of brushwood, and sister, hip to calamity, sensed that limitless wick loosed along raging rows of alfalfa, and with rags tried to wet down what tarps left untrapped, her hands hailing homeward, where mother felt the scorch of the hearth in what waylaid the land, by way of bad-bye. This poem is called Fish Gift, and I was thinking about this a little bit. I went to AWP where I bumped into Jeff also, and there's just so many little fish just swarming at the conference, trying to grab hold of something, and it's myself among them, definitely. So I was thinking about that a little bit, and also about a fish that we gave our friend, so that's sort of where this came from. Fish Gift. In Chicago night, I am thinking of the fish circling classifieds, everything unwanted. All those proposals that plunge into yeses, the fish nibbles them as if they were new. Poor fish, alone is the moon's reflection. At night, Chicago thinks like a hole in the lake. No reflections, no clear glass bowl to hold the slump of the stars. Program. Winter is dangerous as a mute mouth. It crawls out cell by cell. You wanted to leave when you wasn't believed. You beyond belief. Why not catch this program on your chin? Spirits that burn, sheetless plastic beds. What mug of truth isn't devastated when dropped by the iniquitous hand? Me, I stayed where I was to be, where sun's been god of battered distant detail. Tell me, when did you figure what key fit to dirt? Why was the wall the door? I think I'm going to read a poem out of the little chapbook. It was nice to have this reading because it gives a reason. We just recently got a letterpress, and so we got to do our first little project, which is this. This poem is about the Peanuts, loosely about the Peanuts character Pigpen. Peanuts. It's Pigpen again. Flies slice up his letters. It's always such labor and fuss, wax weaving through mounds of discarded hearts. Where home lay, he hid away. While I, his lips squiggled black, his dot eyes drilled back. But whose belt beat him? Her question makes it so dirty. Portal. I stood at the tear, wondering if it might be a portal. Were I to step in or out, what would break? Away? Might the earth peel up its roots, and worms left dangling from its infinite buttocks? Or is it the thought that's split by the doing?
Hi, can I help you find something, sir?
Let's see. Endless premise. Remember when the beacon broke? The buildings of West Berkeley dissolved in graphite shadows. I saw lightning loot the heavens. It was rich, that lighting. Staggered filaments of height rare as nature at my stoop. The clouds were long, the light green. I picked up the phone, the signal died. Outside an invisible cafe, transmuted dog's head barked away. This is my last poem. Be real. Buster Keaton sits atop the rod of 2 train wheels. A young lady approaches. Beautiful lady. Why didn't you enlist? Buster Keaton rises in the harmless stir. They wouldn't take me. Keaton's pork pie hat wilts noticeably. The train emits a jaunty puff of steam. Beautiful lady, please don't lie. I don't want you to speak to me again until you are in uniform. The train ekes forward, crushing a sand-painted skeleton as it pulls from the station. Keaton, forlorn, reclaims his perch. He is thrust from the rod up into the protosexual sky. At the apex of his arc, he clambers onto the crux of an immense dove, discharging a whistle.